Hey YouTube, hello again, welcome to Garageonomics. My name is Rob. Today I'm going to do a review of my Pioneer MVH-1400NEX. I might be a little late to the party on this review, but I did just get it in my vehicle, so I wanted to just give you my take on it real quick here. It's basically a entry-level Apple Play car stereo. It offers a lot of functionality over maybe your factory stereo if you have an older vehicle. My general opinion of it this far is that it's definitely an improvement over what I had in my 2011 Nissan Pathfinder. I just had the factory stereo before this, so it definitely is an upgrade over that. It offers CarPlay, Bluetooth. It also is able to maintain your auxiliary jack and a USB port, either for CarPlay or if you don't have an iPhone, you can still use your Android or other device on here, either through that jack or over the Bluetooth connection. So it is a good stereo for the value. It does have Pandora, both on the Bluetooth option and on CarPlay. The one thing I guess I would say with that is that for me personally, when I look at, I can't do the CarPlay or show you kind of that interface because I'm actually using my iPhone and it didn't seem like it wanted to cooperate, but it's the same. Apple CarPlay pretty much is the same across any system, I believe. But what I like on the Pandora option from here, just from the head unit using the Bluetooth, it seems it has a little bit more functionality where we have, you can like or dislike a video. Can't do that on the CarPlay interface with Pandora, so I thought that was a nice touch. So really the stereo's interface is in some ways nicer than CarPlay itself. Of course, with CarPlay you have the ability to use Google Maps and Waze and some other apps that aren't available on here. If we look here, you have your radio. These are some of the options here. If you would have them, you have your radio, Bluetooth, iPod, right, if you would need it, Spotify. It is capable of doing Sirius XM. My opinion on that is that for me, if I have a Pandora account, or if you have Spotify, or if you have anything else like that that you can already kind of play in your car, especially with this head unit, or for me, the Sirius XM isn't worth it. I mean, it's another, subscription, and definitely one that I wouldn't use because I use Pandora so much, and I pay for the ad-free version. So for me, Sirius XM, personally, I wonder why they're still in business sometimes, based on their price and just all the other options in the market. But it is capable of that. If you want to do that, you have to buy the antenna separately, and then it just plugs into the back of the head unit. You do have the auxiliary jack. It is capable of doing audio and video via RCA cables, so you can. The stereo itself does not have an HDMI plug in the back, but through HDMI to RCA adapter, you can get that functionality to where you can use an HDMI cord and watch videos or whatever you want to use that for. You can also hook a camera up to it. I did not. I maintained when I set everything up. Because of my setup, I had to maintain the factory screen. I do have 2 videos about that. If gets into a little more detail with that. But so I did not hook another camera up. And then your source off, power off. It also has car features. So when I was hooking this up, the stereo is also Maestro RR compatible. So it does have a plug in the back where you just plug that in. And what that does, the Maestro RR gives you the functionality of your steering wheel controls, along with extra gauges and some extra data. So these are the gauges. Basically, the Maestro RR wires into your stereo and also into your OBD2. So you just have to splice a couple wires. In my case, it was like 5 or 6 wires, not that many. I have just pretty basic options depending on your car, the year, and stuff like that. You may be able to get other options. You know, you can go in here and you know, change whatever you want your gauge to show you. So you can see, for me, I have a couple options, and then there's some things that I don't have the option of picking just because of the vehicle I have. But depending on your vehicle, you may be able to do that. You can set maxes, peaks. So there is some extra functionality there. Your fuel economy. So one of my gauges is range, and then it gives a percentage. And you have 2 different screens there that you can add gauges to. So that's very nice for me. It adds a little more functionality to your stereo. And those can also be controlled. So the Maestro RR lets you, lets you program your buttons, so you maintain your steering wheel functionality. Most stereos or Metra is popular for wiring harnesses. So there are other options out there that will let you keep your functionality, but they don't give you the additional gauges and information like that. So so over here you can control the gauges. So if I press what used to be the power button, it's not the power button anymore, but if I press that, it toggles between the main screen and your gauges. I can now use these buttons to answer and end phone calls. So it just adds, you know, a lot of that extra stuff. If you have an older vehicle that doesn't have that already, it gives you that extra functionality, which makes it really nice. The stereo itself, sound quality is good. Like I said, I can't show you the CarPlay because I'm using my phone to record the video. The Bluetooth is nice. The only thing that seems to be I would say a problem, I just did the update, so it may have fixed that. I'm not sure. I haven't had a chance to really try it out. But before, when I would be listening to my like Pandora over CarPlay, sometimes it seemed like it would kick out. My guess was that maybe Bluetooth functionality and the CarPlay functionality were maybe, you know, kind of fighting with each other, because it would kick out and go into Bluetooth. So my thought there was that maybe the Bluetooth is, you know, interfering with each other. So I did the update. I'm going to see if that fixed it. I might try, if I'm using CarPlay, I might try to turn my Bluetooth off, just to make sure that they're not interfering with each other. Settings wise, there's plenty of settings here. You can change themes, backgrounds, illumination. It does have a clock. You control your audio with a bunch of options. It is capacitive touch, so that's really nice. Yeah, so there's, you know, what I like about it is, you know, it is an entry-level unit, but it still offers a pretty good quality. Has lots of different, you know, setups you can do. You can make the background, you know, you can load a picture and put your own picture on the background, but it doesn't offer so much stuff that, you know, just to raise the price, stuff you're not going to use. I mean, it's all stuff that you're going to go through and you're going to set, and there's not a lot of frills and kind of gimmicks, I guess is what I'm getting at. It's just a a nice bass stereo, a nice upgrade over the factory one. And now you can go out and you can get a different model that has wireless CarPlay. You're gonna pay a lot more, but it all depends on what you're looking for. For me, I was looking for something with CarPlay, at an entry-level price that was going to be better than the factory stereo that I had in here, and that's what I got. No deal breakers at this point. I've had it for about a week or two, so I'm just going to keep going with it and see how it continues. Like I said, I didn't initially do the update, but then when I started having that Bluetooth CarPlay interference, I did it just to see if it would fix that. So I don't think there's anything. It does have a little mic down here for Siri or your Android assistant, I believe. Syncs with your contacts and all of that. It does have the the phone option without CarPlay. You can still do pretty much everything, except for maps and messages and stuff like that. But you can still answer, receive calls, make calls. You can still look through your phone book and do all of those things. So yeah, I'm very pleased with this at this point. Hoping that it continues to be a quality device. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them below. If you like this video, remember to hit that like button, subscribe, click on that bell for future notifications. This is a newer channel. This is my third video, so I'm just trying to make videos that help people with what they're looking to buy. So if you're looking for this head unit, I would recommend it. It has a lot of options and functionality, and it's not going to break the bank. So thanks for watching, and I hope you like the video.